Get my phone together just in case anybody want to tap in on IG. Getting my phone together, set it up there. Now, there you go. Now that's better. Now, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I did not do anything. I don't have any of my banners set right. Set that. While I'm doing that, I like to welcome y'all to the overnight price action for March the 20th, 2023. March the 20th. This quarter is all but gone. This quarter is all but gone. How many more trading days do we have? Counting today, we have 10 trading days left in this quarter. 10 trading days left in this quarter. This quarter is gone. And what have we done? Probably a whole bunch of nothing. As far as price action wise, probably a whole bunch of nothing. We've gone up, we've gone down. Um, I was looking at my charts with the gold members and the black spotter members over the weekend, and of course we're still in that consolidation range that we've been in since the end of May last year. So we working on like around 10 months or so of consolidation. Like we went up to a point, down to a point, up to a point, down, but we've just moved sideways for like the last 10 months or so. Um, that's like a year, man. We've been going sideways for a year. So, y'all give me a minute while before we do all that, I'm sorry. If this is first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, hanging out with me and my homeboy back here, Spidey. My sweetie's over there in the corner, as always. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Once at 9 a.m. East Standard Time, once at 6:30 p.m. East Standard Time, and I talk about the price action dealing with the S&P 500. Why do I do this? Because I believe that understanding where price is trying to get to is one of the most important things that you can add to your arsenal of trading and investing. Why do I do it for the free 99? Because I want to help someone like you get your aha moment when it comes to this. All right? When it comes to this. That's why I do what I do. Who am I? I'm just some simple dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. Nobody special. You know, your average neighborhood retired man. Just trying to help someone like you get your aha moment. Because someone helped me at one point in time get my aha moment. And now I try to help as many as people possible get their aha moment. Am I better than anybody else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Am I some super genius? I don't think so. I don't think so. If I can do it, you can do it. That's how I feel. So just hang out with us every single day. And let's look at what these candles did overnight. Let's look at what these candles did throughout the day. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? What did we learn? How do we help uplift someone else? How? Speaking of uplift someone else, if you do not check the membership section on YouTube, right? We got a few people in here now. I don't know how many people we got in here. We got a few people in here now, but I'll go ahead and say it now, because they gonna keep repeating it too many more times. Trying to let as many people as possible get in. Let me see who in the chat real quick, and then I'll get into it. What's up, here to learn and share? Good morning to you. The birds are frozen. I woke up this morning. It was 28 degrees in Columbus, Georgia, man. Yeah. What's up, FC? What's going on? What's up, Jeremy? What say, Jeremy? Another great morning above ground. Wishing everyone an amazing week. Good morning, everyone. Jeremy, you're such a gentleman. What's up, lover? What's going on, Pamela? And Smooth D Smooth. Smooth D Smooth. Smooth D Smooth. That's my first time ever seeing that name. If this is not your first time pulling up Smooth D Smooth, I truly jolly pies. But if it is your first time pulling up, allow me to say, welcome. I try to remember names. I try to remember the little thumbnails, the faces. That's my first time ever seeing that thumbnail there. That's my first time ever seeing that. That's my first time ever seeing Smooth D Smooth. So welcome, Smooth D Smooth. Yes, it's cold in Columbus, Georgia. Now, black spiders. That's what I was talking about. Black spiders. Oh, speaking of black spiders, I'm sorry. Let me go and do this. Let me go and do this. Like I was saying, if you do not check the membership section, while I do this right here, now give me a second. Y'all see them cow feet? Y'all see them cow feet? Look at the elephant with the big pus on his leg. Let me do this right here, real quick. For the Black Spider members, right? Create, post. If right for the Black Spider members, if you do not check the membership section, 2 days ago, I dropped what's next? I'll just read it. For all the Black Spider members, if you do not check the section, because I got 10 thumbs up, but there's like 50 something Black Spider members. So I don't know if the other 40 something just didn't thumbs it up, or if the other 40 something didn't see it. All right. I'm sorry, but getting up for the London session is too much for me. However, before I remove the Black Spider option from the channel memberships, I wanted to offer an alternative, right? The following changes are effective immediately. Change 1, no more 9:30 live market watch live streams. Change 2, 3 recorded videos per week breaking down the New York morning session for that day. Thank you all for supporting the channel financially, and I look forward to building this new Wakanda together. You hear me? Okay, so, and also, one other change that I'm making, I decided to make that I didn't, because for the Black Spiders, one of the options is to, pull up and converse with me face to face, ask a question, whatever, right? So every live stream that I be on, I forgot to do it this morning because I usually set these to post because I be forgetting. But every live stream that I be on, there will be a link in the membership section. Here is the link to pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Here's the link to pull up. Right? I usually schedule these because I be forgetting. So if you want to ask a question face to face, or if you want to ask a question and you don't want it to be like publicly, you don't want to ask it, or if you don't want the question to be publicly because you want to ask it, but you're kind of bashful, if you pull up right on the link, right, if you pull up, there's a private chat where you can ask your question in the chat where nobody will see it but me and other people that's in the private chat. If you want to pull up and ask your question verbally, sharing thing verbally, this is the link to do. This is the pull-up link. This is the link that I usually put in the chat for everybody, but I stopped putting it in the chat unless I just be like, hey, pull up in the chat. This is the link. It'll be in the member section for every live stream, the morning and the evening, right? second thing, I posted a video last night where I shared my thought process on a personal trade I was trying to take, but I did get picked up. Y'all hear me talking about it a lot. Y'all hear me talking about it a lot when I be like, this is why I be wanting this, what negates the trade for me if this happens before I get picked up. Y'all hear me talking about stuff like that a lot. It happened last night, and so I went through and I broke it down. I walked through my whole thought process of why I was getting in the trade, what made the trade valid, what negated the trade for me, what made me not want it no more after it did it. I broke it all down and I shared it. There's a new playlist called The Breakdown. The Breakdown is where all of the market reviews for 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, will be. And then anything that I deem like, hey, I want to share this. Like last night, I was like, hey, this is something I talk about all the time. It just happened. Let me share this. So that's what's in there. It's in the member section. Again, I'm test driving this. Initially, I was just going to cancel the Black Spider memberships because I said, hey, I'm not live streaming the live market watch anymore because I can't get up at it. It's wearing on me. My health is paying the price. So I was going, and I was like, you know what? It's helping some people. Oh, and for those who wasn't on the live yesterday, what I'm going to do for the live market watch, I got to hurry up because I got to do what I'm doing for the live market watch. I'm going to be like recording the screen. I'm gonna record the screen so that when you go back and look at the video, you can still see the candles printing in real time. And I'm just gonna add my commentary over it. You know what I'm saying, later. So I'm gonna be recording the screen, a separate screen while I'm doing my own thing, and then I'll just be adding the commentary over it later. So that when you go back and watch it, like the Black Spiders that used to go back and watch it anyway, you still got opportunity to see the candles print instead of just looking at a static chart and hearing me talk about it. Anyway, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Marcia. Valdez. Buenos dias. What's going on, Valdez? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Hey, let's get into it, man, because I done wasted 13 minutes and I got to be ready to record this screen. Since we're on Al Gore's internet, let's go ahead and get into it. I do not think I left this on Spylene, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in here. And of course I did. I'm gonna be recording the screen like this right here. I'm gonna have the ES on top and the dollar on bottom, just in case I need to point out any divergence. Then you can see it printing out in real time. Now let me scrunch this down. Let me put this on daily, and we're gonna go over here and holler at our homegirl Spylene. For those who look at that, check this out. From what we was talking about this weekend, we came down just below that consequent encroachment. We came all the way down there. We had a nice rejection off of it. We came well below that consequent encroachment. I think we came, was it this one? It was a couple consequent encroachments we were looking at on the when we did the weekend chart prep. Oh my goodness. Came really close to that consequent encroachment right there. Came below the consequent encroachment on this one. Let's check that out. Let's check and see if that's anywhere near new week opening gap right there. Let's check that out real quick. Came okay, we went a little below the new week opening gap down here to the bottom of this order block here. I say the bottom because I'm looking at the bodies. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we came. I don't see. We got a new week opening gap. There's no new week opening gap. But yeah, so hold up. This right here, I'm showing one on this chart over here that I'm not showing on my Oh yeah, it's the same one. It's the same one, the gray one, because we poked a little bit below it. Yes, yes, we poked a little bit below it there on this. Yeah, on this daily candle, we went a little bit below. Yeah, it's the same one. That new week opening gap there. It just looks different because I got hourly candles over there. I'm sorry, y'all. I was looking at something else. Okay, so yeah, we came down pretty much to the area that we were looking at. Oh, wrong one. Came down to the area we was looking at on the when we marked up the charts. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good analysis thus far. Nice little rejection off of there. Let's see how the day play out. If the day pushes us up, um, if the day pushes us up, that would be a nice opportunity to maybe even come back to consequent encroachment on this wick and keep pushing up. At least taking out this high. I was eyeballing that high. Let's see how it plays out. Anyway, let's go holler at our homegirl Spylene. For those who don't know who Spylene is, it's the SPY, the ETF that tracks the SP 500's performance. Around here, we call it Spylene. We even wrote a song for you. Want to hear it? Here it go. Sing it with me. Spylene, Spylene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through, but Spylene, what is you about to do? You don't look right. You don't look good. Wait. Oh, I never set up Spylene. As you can see, Spylene's TDA lines are not where they should be. Everything is all off. Man, I ain't updated Spylene in a minute because this is Monday. The last time I updated excuse me, whoo, I jalapause. Last time I updated Spylene was way back last Monday because that's the high and the low for Monday. Well, we will get Spylene out of the way. Move, Spylene. Nice to see you. It is about to be a small gap up though. We closed at 389.99 on Friday, and we're at 391.24 right now. So it's about to be a slight gap up. Let's go over here to the ES. My ES stuff is set from when I before I went to bed last night. I had set some stuff. I was looking at a trade for the London. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all do me a favor? Right? Where did y'all go? Let me go full screen. Can somebody tell Michael Huddleston to stay off my lives? Can somebody please tell Michael Huddleston to stay off my lives? I'm sick of it. hey, this is just jokes. But let me tell you, this is just why y'all ain't tell me I still have my skull cap on, man? It's cold in Columbus, Georgia, man. It's cold in Columbus, Georgia. Hey, this right here is just a testament to when you do the work, right? It seems like other people be in your head. When you do the work and you're trading the same concepts, it feels like other people are in your head. And it feels like I just can't explain it. Anyway, if y'all recall the other day when we were talking and I was breaking down how price is fractal, and I was like, you know, we looking, and if y'all can't tell, for my own trading setup, I had added breakers to my own trading setup, right? And I know for people who don't pull up every day and listen to what I be saying, or people that skip through, or I be doing like hour and a half long videos, and when I look at my analytics, it say the average viewing time is like 12 minutes, right? So I know people aren't looking at the whole videos. That's why I keep saying the same stuff over and over, right? But if you notice, go back and look at what I've been talking about. I've been talking about having a breaker with a fair value gap that's right at the breaking market structure or in the premium or discount. That's what I've been talking about. Breaker combined with fair value gap, premium, discount. I've been another day. I said, look, price is fractal. On the daily, we had a breaker at the breaking market structure with a fair value gap that's in the premium or the discount or right at equivalent. Then I went down to the next level, breaker, fair value gap, breaking market structure, premium, discount, went down, 15-minute breaker, right? It said that, right? And then I was going through Twitter. It was either Twitter or Twitter Space, something like one day over the weekend or last week or whenever it was. And lo and behold, ICT said, hey, I'm going to share 2 simple models. He did things here like, can you sketch out your model on a napkin quickly if we just met in the pub? And then he was like, I'm going to share 2 simple models. What did he share? Breaker, fair value gap in the premium or discount, targeting the next breaker or fair value gap or high stop loss at the above or below the breaker. The same thing happened when I was doing the liquidity run reversal. The exact model that he shared was just like the liquidity run. It's like he's in my head. I be making the jokes when I be like, you know what I'm saying, tell him to stay off my live. I'm just making jokes about that, but it's like he's in my head. Go back and check the tape. The same thing we talk about every day. We talk about the same thing every day. This is what I've been sharing. This is what I've been sharing lately. Even here to learn the show was like, hey, I appreciate you really, going into the details on these breakers, right? And that's part of the reason why. Because after going back and looking through all my, old trades, old notes, everything, I had more successful liquidity run reversal, fair value gap entries when it was combined with a breaker. So I shifted my model to look for my entries where there's a breaker, a fair value gap, at equilibrium or premium and discount. And that's what I've been sharing. And lo and behold, that's the same model that ICT shared. All right. Not saying he's watching me. I'm just saying when you employ the techniques, when you use and then peep this right here. All right. Last night, when I mapped this out, black spiders, you can go back and check the facts if you want to. You check the game tape if you want to, right? These are 60-minute candles, so you can't see it here, but it's a 15-minute breaker right here. Let me go down to the 15-minute. Right? Go down to the 15-minute. Let me stretch this out to the way y'all used to seeing it. Right? Breaker, fair value gap, came down. It didn't get me here because I do consequent encroachment on the fair value gap, right? I do consequent encroachment on the fair value gap, so it didn't get me here, right? But look at this. Breaker, fair value gap, traded down, came back up to it, boom. Right there. What's this right here? So if you took it at the high of this candle, or if you said, okay, last time I got left when I didn't take the touch of the fair value gap. So this time I'm going to take the touch of the fair value gap, right? They hit me with an institutional order flow entry drill and I missed it. This time I'm going to take it on a touch. 39.64.75, right? Boom. That's that was a 10-point trade right there. Breaker, fair value gap, come back to it. 10-point trade right there. Over here is when I was trying to get it. It left me at the bus stop at consequent encroachment, somewhere up in here. All right. Right. Boom. And it would have left me again if I was trying to get consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. Right. But like I was saying, if you were like, hey, last time it left me at the bus stop. Right. Let's look at the mean threshold. While we're in here, let's look at the mean threshold of the breaker. What time is it? 24. I got to hurry up and go because I got to get ready to record this screen. Mean threshold of the breaker, you got picked up. 10-point trade right there. Mean threshold of the breaker, boom. That right there picked you up. 10-point trade. Where would you take it down to? This fair value gap right there. Right there. Take it from there. Take it to that fair value gap. That will be a place to shave. If you only got one contract, take it off. If it ran all the way down to this low, so be it. But why would you take it to that fair value gap right there? Why would you take it to that fair value gap right there? Why would that be the place where you want to take it to that fair value gap right there. Can anyone explain that to me while I go through the price action real quick? We're on the 15-minute. So we gapped up last night. Nice gap up. Huge new week opening gap there. Traded down, right? Came down into this liquidity void there. Pushed up. Came back down to this down closed candle. Pushed up. Took out the buy side. Heavy distribution down. Creating a breaker right there. Consolidated a little bit. Institutional order flow entry drill on this 15-minute fair value gap inside the breaker there. Dropped it like it's hot throughout the night. Took out the sell side liquidity that I had marked out. I had the buy side marked out here above 39.7825, and I had sell side marked out below this 39.50. Right, I marked these out right before I went to bed. It was a little after 12. After I had posted that video into the membership group, I marked up the buy side and the sell side, and then we took that out. Once we took out the sell side, right, we took out the sell side, and then we pushed back up into this fair value gap at the breakout, I guess you'll call it. And then we had heavy distribution down, taking out the sell side up under the daily. We took out the daily sell side, right? Daily sell side pushed down, came very close to this low right here. Since we came so close to that low right there and didn't take it out, I really would have liked to see that low be taken out since we came so close to it. Since we came so close to that, I really would have liked to see that be taken out, but we didn't. We took out this low and pushed back up, left a few imbalances down there again. So yeah, since we didn't take out this low right here, attacking this buy side doesn't seem so likely for me right now, but we can do it. Anything is possible. But since we came so close to that low and left it there, that make me real leery about attacking that buy side all the way up there, because that's this entire move right here, right? This entire move right here, since we didn't take out that low, I'm like, do we really want that right now? Makes me question it. Anything's possible though. So we took out the sell side here, consolidated a little bit, pushed up into this fair value gap. And then we came down, took out the sell side again, and heavy distribution up, giving a break in market structure to the upside. So heavy distribution after taking out the sell side, traded back down into the 15-minute fair value gap, pushed up again, right? Back up to the same area, came back down to the fair value gap, pushed up again, hit the breaker, right? And then now we're trading back down to that fair value gap I was talking about right there. Yes, right there. That's it right there. Very good. Here to learn and share with all your little emojis. That's it right there. That's what I was talking about. Right there. Shout out to everybody else that put your, there's no wrong answers. This is the answer I was looking for. There's no wrong answers, right? That's a correct answer right there, because that's true, right? That's a correct answer because that's true. This is just the answer I was looking for. Below the fair value gap is balanced. Yes, that's a correct, that's pretty much the same thing, but that's a correct answer. You just have to be, that ain't what I asked. That must have been before. Prices bouncing between two new week opening gaps. Looks like consolidation for the day, maybe. The market open. I'm supposed to be recording the screen right now. I'm supposed to be recording the screen right now. So yeah. I ran my mouth too much this morning. I was kind of all over the place. But again, if you do the work, if you study the techniques, do the work, learn to trust the process, this stuff can work for you. And that goes for anything that you're trading. It doesn't just have to be ICT concepts. ICT concepts are just what I found to be the most. ICT shared a tweet yesterday. Speaking of ICT, do anybody know if he's going to be going live today? He shared a tweet the other day. I don't know when I can't remember. I think it was yesterday, I believe. And it wasn't a tweet that he did. It was a tweet that somebody else did. But it was it just spoke to me. It just spoke to me. Okay, he has been tweeting up a storm today. He has been tweeting up a storm today. Okay, I see Tizzle. Right here. This is the tweet I'm talking about right here. Right? For anybody who didn't see it, it say many don't realize the difference between accuracy and precision. Right? Maybe because I was in the military and I was a pretty good marksman. I was a pretty good marksman, right? So this spoke volumes to me, right? He said Tuesday. Okay. This spoke volumes to me, right? Because it made so much sense, right? For me, this bottom right target, this explains ICT concepts. For me, for somebody else, this may be mannequin body parts that they trade. For somebody else, this may be EMAs. For somebody else, this may be whatever, trend lines, whatever. But this is where ICT concepts reside for me, right? If you look over here, for anybody who don't know about shooting at targets, right? When you shoot at a target, your goal is to hit the middle, smallest circle in the middle. Some people call it a bullseye, right? Why they want to shoot the bull in his eye, I don't know. But some people call it the bullseye. You're aiming for the smallest circle in the middle, right? I was just checking to see if anybody from the Black Spotters pulled up. But no. So low accuracy, low precision, right? What does this mean? The shots are all over the target, right? 2, 4, 6, 7 shots. It's all over the target, right? So you don't look like you know what you're shooting at. You shot up here, you shot over there, you shot over there, you shot right there, you shot right there, you shot right. You don't know what you're shooting at, so your accuracy is all over the place. You're not accurate at all, but your accuracy is, you don't know what you're shooting at. And then your precision is off because it's so much distance in between each. If you were purposely shooting right here, why your precision is all off, right? So right now, if this is your trading model, you're gambling. Stop, please, right? So over here, right, you got low accuracy, high precision, right? How do you know you got low accuracy? Because the purpose of shooting at the target is to hit the little circle in here. You're way out there on the corner. So you are highly inaccurate. You're missing your target, right? But you are so precise. You hit in the same spot almost every time. You are so precise, right? If this is your model, right, you're not gambling. You're just off. Your accuracy is off. You might have a real low win rate, right? If this is your model right here, it says high accuracy, low precision, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7 hits at the target, the real target, the middle. So You're doing pretty good. You're a profitable trader, right? But your precision is low. You hit the target 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? And then the other 3 times so your precision is not on. You're not, something's off with your precision. You might be hesitating when you pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? You might be FOMOing a little bit sometimes, but you're highly accurate. So you're seeing it right, but you're just doing something. You might be jerking a little bit. You're doing something to keep you off of it, but you're still, nice and profitable, right? Nice and profitable. But over here is where everyone wants to reside. Highly accurate, highly precise. Right here. You're hitting a target and it's a tight group. You're doing the same thing every time and you're zoomed in on so you're doing the same thing every time. Highly precise and you're zoomed in on the target, so you're highly accurate, right? This picture spoke volumes to little Timmy Rogers. When I looked at that picture, everything I just said is what went through my mind, and I applied it to trading. This is something that ICT shared. Somebody from Evolving Spiral replied to ICT's thing, and then he retweeted it. Spoke volumes to me. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Hopefully I was able to say or share something that helped someone. But if we come back up, we took out that high right there and pushed down. Push down. There you go. So let's see if we come on back down here and really take out that sell side throughout the day. I mean, when I was talking, I was like, since we left that, it don't seem, too likely that we want to go up here and attack this buy side right now, right? I would give it to this buy side here. I would really give it to that buy side there. I wouldn't be surprised about that buy side, but I would be really surprised about this buy side up here, since we didn't take out this low down here. And the reason why, since we didn't take out that low, right, this buy side would surprise me, because we didn't take out that low, right? This buy side wouldn't surprise me, right, because we took out this low, right? Since we took out this low, I expect us to take out that high. But since we did not take out this low, I don't expect us to take out that high. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? Hopefully that made sense for somebody. Again, to the Black Spiders, I'm sorry I've been on here so long. I said I was going to record the screen. I'm still going to record the screen. But this first few minutes of the price action is just going to be missed. Yes, it did. The breaker held up again. The breaker held up again. That was another trade off that same breaker. That was another trade off that same breaker, off that same bearish breaker. It's giving you multiple entries. I be stopping it at like 5 o'clock. That I got into the habit of doing that when I was waking up for the London. I was stopping all of my PD arrays at 5 o'clock, because I wasn't gonna try to be up no longer than 5 o'clock when I was getting up at the London. That was my drop dead time. So boom, we've come back again into the breaker. Still haven't filled this fair value gap right here. So we might dilly-dally around in there and get all the way up and then fill that fair value gap. And then we just tapped into this we got a bigger candle here. We got a bigger down close candle here that's coming down right there. So we got this one here. You have this candle here, right? That we just came into. But if you want to use like the bigger one, there on this price run. Because we come down here, boom there. We trade back down through that. That would be a breaker right there. Right. But we just came back into this order block right here. So we're kind of in between opposing PD arrays right now. You got a bearish breaker and a bullish order block. We're just kind of bouncing in between. I think somebody was talking about that earlier. I saw somebody say bouncing. Oh, they said new week opening gaps. Yeah, they were bouncing in between new week opening gaps. But we're in between opposing PD arrays right now. When you're in between opposing PD arrays, that's one of the signs of a high resistance liquidity run. Right, that's why I take notes. High probability, no. High resistance liquidity runs, the market printing conflicting PD arrays, right? So we got a bearish and a bullish printing conflicting PD arrays. And then if you look over here, we got divergence, right? So we got divergence over here. So you got divergence in between the indexes, right? And then you're in between conflicting PD arrays, right? That's why you take notes, people. Take notes. High resistance liquidity runs. Market is printing conflicting PD arrays, right? That's one of the characteristics of high resistance liquidity runs. It's printing conflicting PD arrays, and then you got divergence. When you got the divergence in between the indexes, right? What happens when the NQ and the Dow is fighting each other? The ES, the SPY, the SP 500. Something I look at, it's the red-headed stepchild in the middle. We at the point where they put the kid or the dog in the middle, and then the man and the lady run opposite ways, and then the kid or the dog got to decide which parent they're gonna run to. That's what happened with the SPY. When the Dow is going up and the NQ is going down, now the SPY trying to figure out who do I go with? Who do I go with? There you go, right there. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take copious notes so you can go back and study all those notes that you took for the day. Take notes right here. See, notes. I got it. This is my master plan book. I got a section inside my master plan book that says ICT Price Action Chronicles 2023. And then I just go in here. I'll be like taking notes inside here. I'll be like writing down like different little notes and stuff. It's inside my master plan book. And I keep this, with me with my pretty pen. Take notes, man. Hey, I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the price action recap. Hopefully I was able to share something that helped somebody today. If I wasn't, please drop a comment below and explain to me exactly how you need to hear it. However you need to hear it, if I can accommodate, I will, because I'm here to help you get your aha moment. Again, man, I appreciate y'all. Anybody watch this? Got bad reviews, I see. What is that? Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all at 6:30, man. Gone.